My name is Giselle.
My name is Adeli, and before we dive into the news, we have a special announcement.
Friday, October 11th, we'll have our first school movie night.
And since it's October, in honor of Halloween, we'll be showing a scary movie.
Ooh, I love scary movies. Which one?
A Quiet Place.
Nice, everyone come join your friends to watch A Quiet Place on the big screen in the courtyard.
Dress comfy, bring snacks, blankets, a chair if you want.
The event is free and it starts at 5:30 p.m. The movie will start at sundown at the courtyard.
Or snacks and drinks will be sold at the event.
You know I'll be there.
Me too.
Thank you, Giselle and Aurelie. This is Current Events. I'm JJ.
My name is Caesar. And on Tuesday, September 10th, in an early morning tweet, Trump announced that he is letting go of his third national security advisor, John Bolton. Bolton and Trump have been butting heads over foreign policy on issues ranging from Iran to North Korea to Russia and more. Trump says he will announce a successor sometime this week.
The second Democratic debate took place on Thursday, September 12th, where the top 10 Democratic candidates faced off, giving the American people a deeper look into their ideals and policies. And while Biden has high name recognition, Elizabeth Warren was a standout, giving him a run for his money.
After Hurricane Dorian raged the Bahamas, relief efforts are mired in difficulty. Organizations are struggling to get supplies to the island due to the massive devastation the hurricane caused when it stalled over the islands for 2 whole days, ripping it apart. The death toll so far has climbed to 50, and more deaths are expecting in the days to come. President Trump has denied entry into the United States to hurricane victims, stating, "I don't want to allow people that weren't supposed to be in the Bahamas," adding that among the refugees could be very, very bad people and some very bad gang members and some very, very bad drug dealers.
Comedian Kevin Hart suffered major back injuries in a car accident earlier on a Sunday morning, September 1st in California. Kevin's driver, Jared Black, was behind the wheel of the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda when he lost control of the car and rode down an embankment. Kevin underwent a successful back injury due to injuries occurred during the accident. Kevin's wife, Aniko Hart, on her way to the hospital and says Kevin, quote, "going to be just fine," quote. Doctors say it will be a long road to recovery, keeping him out of work for at least 4 months.
And that is Current Events. Back to you, Giselle and Aurelie.
And now here's Robert and Brian with sports.
Hey, I'm Rob.
And I'm Brian.
And this is sports. Last week, a video of U.S. women's national team player Carly Lloyd kicking a 55-yard field goal perfectly down the uprights at the Eagles training camp went viral. She noted that a few NFL teams had reached out with interest in signing her. Her trainer, James Galanis, told Fox Sports on Monday that one of the teams that took note of Lloyd's kicking skills has presented her with an opportunity to join the roster and play a preseason game.
In other news, 6 people were injured after they saw cover under a pine tree that was struck by lightning Saturday at the PGA Tour Championship in Atlanta. Even a hamburger vendor injured in the strike stated that it was like being hit by a car.
Switching topics now. As you guys may already know, DeMarcus Cousins injured his ACL. Well, now the Lakers have redeemed themselves and searched for another player to replace Cousins at the center position. And that player is Dwight Howard. It is a controversial decision to sign the 6'11" center. Some approve and others don't because how he played the first time around with the Lakers in 2012 and 2013 season and aren't happy about the signing. But overall, in my opinion, I think this was a good move for the Lakers because they do need a solid player who can play the center position, and Dwight Howard can very well do that at a high and consistent level for them.
Here's some more interesting news. Los Angeles Lakers center JaVale McGee has currently been the victim of burglary in his LA home Saturday and didn't realize until Tuesday. And one of his 2 NBA championship rings was stolen. All the items stolen reportedly exceeds $200,000.
Lastly, the Los Angeles Dodgers have won their 7th consecutive National League West title. Congratulations to them and go Dodgers.
Here's Isaac with Teacher in the Youth.
English teacher, Mr. Rusty. And the first question is, where did you attend college and what was your major in college?
I went to UCLA and I studied American literature and culture.
What challenges did you face? in college?
Well, in the beginning, it was really challenging because two big things happened. The first was that my financial aid package fell through, so I had to go through a really long revision process, and I was submitting letters like every couple weeks and arguing with financial aid department to try to get my original package granted to me, and eventually it did, but it took a really long time and a lot of extra time outside of my classes. And the other thing was that we got bed bugs in the first month of school, and that cost a lot of money to deal with, and we couldn't keep any of our clothes or sheets or anything inside of the apartment. We had to like get rid of mattresses, get rid of couches. I had to live out of my car with my clothes in my car for like the first 2 months of school. It was
And
really hard.
how did you balance that out with like your school?
It was very, very stressful. I don't even know if I balanced it out very well. It was really, really hard to deal with, yeah.
So what inspired you to become a teacher?
I always had really great teachers growing up, so it was always a profession that I really respected and thought was valuable.
How many years have you been teaching so far?
This will be my second.
What challenges have you faced as a teacher?
I think balancing my work and personal life, I think that a lot of teachers, especially on this campus, can agree that it's a very time-consuming job that like you find joy in it, but I think creating that space between your professional life and your personal life is important.
Did you have any challenges on your way to become a teacher?
Not particularly. No, just extra schoolwork.
So what advice can you give our senior class for college?
So one thing I always like to tell my freshmen, and that I think is true for all of life, which is you get to choose 2 out of 3 options. Which is like if you imagine like a triangle, and like in one spot you have personal life, in another spot you sleep, in another spot you have like strong academics or a thriving career. And so I think oftentimes you get to have 2 out of those 3. So maybe you get to sleep a lot and you have a thriving career. You probably don't really have a social life because 2 of those things take up a lot of time, you know. Or like if you're in college, you sleep a lot and have a great social life, your grades probably suffer.
And finally, what is your social security number?
714.
And now here's Ethan and Gary with entertainment.
Hi, my name is Gary.
And today we're going to be reviewing video games and music.
Number 1 is Tyler, the Creator, has a new album. It's called Igor. His songs is one of the best hits this year. It's Earthquake, Igor's Theme. There's more songs too, you know. He's having a concert in November 9th through 10th in Dodgers, you know, get your tickets. And then number 2 is Time. The video song was released by Mac Miller and then Kali Chillis, you know. And rest in peace, Mac Miller. And then number 3 is Cause I Love You. It's by Lizzo. It's her 3rd album, and it's released. Her biggest hit song is Juice.
And now for video games. First on our list is from Kanye Beast and Mr. Meekly, the creators of Ben the Ink Machine. Comes along a new game called Showdown Bandit. The video game was supposed to be released last month, but due to the delays, the creators and the editors wanted to make some arrangements and also fix some errors or mistakes from the game, and also do more details to it. Speaking about Ben the Ink Machine, Dark Rival is going to be released coming up this fall. Many of you may know and many of you may not know about this game. This game is a classical arcade video game from the 80s. This game is known as Dig Dug. Dig Dug is a character that digs tunnels and destroying monsters.
Alright, my name is Gary.
My name is Ethan, and this is Wolf Watch, and thank you for watching.
See you later then.